Good morning, students. Today our new chapter is polymers. Here, PU level in second PUC. Okay, here 5 marks allotted. PU board allotted for this chapter 5 marks. One long question will come from this chapter. Okay, here so many polymers we are using daily life. Okay, proteins, different types of proteins. And here polyamides, nylon polymers, okay, polyesters, okay, so many cellulose, starch, okay, derivatives of starch, derivatives of cellulose, wood. All those are the best example for the polymers. Best example for the polymers. Okay, polymer is just polymer word is a Greek word. Poly means many, mer means units or part. Many units in Greek language, okay, polymer. Then we are converting into our English language many units or many parts containing molecule we called as a polymer. The large molecule, okay, the big molecule, the complex molecule or macromolecule, simply we called as polymers. The common representation of polymer is, okay, here we use the square bracket with the two covalent bonds on side, left side one covalent bond, right side one covalent bond. In between these two we write the M. M indicates monomer. M represents here monomer. Monomer, mono means single, mer means unit. Single part or single unit we called as monomer. Suppose for example, simple example, I am taking simple example. Human body is a complex molecule. It is a polymer. It is made by cell. It is made by cell. Cell is the so many cells. It made by the so many cells. Okay, one cell we called as a monomer. One cell we called as a monomer. Proteins are the best example for the polymers. Biopolymers. Okay, proteins simply we called as biopolymers. Okay, here proteins made by the linkage of various amino acids. Linkage of or by the proteins will prepare by using so many amino acids. One single amino acid we called as a here monomer. Okay, walls, number of walls. When we are watching the construction of building, buildings are constructed with the walls. Wall constructed with the bricks. Wall is considered as a polymer. The single brick we called as a monomer. Single brick we called as a monomer. So many examples are there for the polymers. And here, what is the definition of polymer? The high molecular mass containing large molecules or big molecules or complex molecules or macromolecules we called as a polymers. We called as a polymers. And here the single unit we called as a monomer. What is the meaning of polymerization? It is an important term, which is repeated here many times in this polymers. And one more thing, this monomer also called as a repeating unit. The molecule, the monomer which is repeated so many times in a polymer we called as a repeating unit. Repeating unit and monomer both are same. Repeating unit, monomer both are same in this polymers. Polymerization, the conversion of monomer into polymer. The conversion of monomer into polymer under different conditions, under specific conditions, called as polymerization. Monomer, for example, monomer indicated with M represent monomer. take number of monomers, okay, reacts with each other at different conditions, high temperature and high pressure, high temperature and high pressure, and here we'll get polymer. This is the representation of polymer, the conversion of monomer into polymer, the preparation of monomer into polymer, the synthesis of polymer from the monomer, okay, the preparation of complex molecule from the simple molecule, we called as polymerization. We called as polymerization. Okay, number of amino acids, okay, converts into protein, we called as polymerization. Number of glucose molecules converts into starch, we called as polymerization. Number of ethylene molecule, CH2 double bond CH2, we called ethylene. At high temperature, high pressure, we'll get CH2 taken n times. This polyethylene. The preparation of polyethylene also we called as polymerization. The conversion of monomer into polymer considered as a or called as a polymerization. Then see the classification of polymers. We'll see the classification of polymers. Okay, based on the source, based on the different situation, okay, polymers classified into three types. One is natural polymers. Second one, semi-synthetic polymers. And third one is synthetic polymers. First we'll see the natural polymers. The polymers which are available at nature, that means the polymers which are available at plants or animals, we called as natural polymers. Okay, proteins, glycogen, starch, all these are the best example for natural polymers. Proteins, okay, starch, glycogen, okay, these are the cellulose. All these are the best example for the natural polymers. Semi-synthetic polymers, that means these are not natural polymers, these are not synthetic polymers. Okay, one part of this polymer taken from the nature, other part will take from the synthesis or synthetic or artificial or in laboratory. Okay, such type of polymers we called as a semi-synthetic polymers. That means one part will take from nature, other can prepare in laboratory. For example, cellulose nitrate. Example for this, cellulose nitrate, cellulose acetate. Here, cellulose part taken from nature, nitrate part or acetate part synthesized in laboratory. It contains nature part and laboratory part, so we called as a semi-synthetic polymers. We simply called as a semi-synthetic polymers. Okay, synthetic polymers. So many examples. What we are using in our daily life. Most of those polymers are synthetic polymers. Polyethylene, polystyrene, polyacrylonitrile, polybutadiene, rubbers. Okay, nylon polymers, polyester. So many examples are there. Okay, examples are for the synthetic polymers. Okay, here I am taking some simple examples. Okay, rubber, nylon 6, nylon polymers. Okay, and here polyester, already we know about that one, polyester. Okay, all these are the best example for the synthetic polymers. This is about the one simple classification of polymers. Okay, classification of polymers based on the source. Polymers classified in three types. One is natural polymer, and second one is semi-synthetic polymer, and third one is synthetic polymer. This is about the classification and definition of the polymer. Then in continuation, we'll see the one more classification based on mode of polymerization. Already we know about polymerization, the conversion of monomer into polymer. The conversion of monomer into polymer we called as polymerization. Okay, here based on mode of polymerization. Mode of polymerization or the reaction between, based on the reaction between two monomer molecules. Two monomer molecules. Second classification based on mode of polymerization. Before seeing this classification, here we discuss two polymers. Okay, here we have two types of important polymers. We have two types of important polymers. One is addition polymers and condensation polymers. Addition polymers are produced by the addition polymerization. Okay, condensed polymers produced by the condensation polymers. Okay, here polymers, two types based on the mode of polymerization. Mode of polymerization. One is addition polymers, and here condensation polymers. Okay, here addition polymers prepared from unsaturated molecules. That means alkenes, alkynes. Okay, here condensation polymers prepared from alcohols, carboxylic acids and amines. These are prepared from carboxylic acid, alcohols and amines. Okay, here what is the meaning of addition? One molecule is added into the another molecule without forming byproduct. We called as addition. Okay, the polymer which is produced through addition process, we called as addition polymerization. And the polymer we called as addition polymer. Condensation polymer means the polymer which is produced by the condensation reaction. Condensation reaction means when two molecules involved in the reaction, they two molecule lose. Okay, water molecule, they two molecule lose water molecule, ethyl alcohol molecule, or ammonia molecule, or hydrochloric acid molecule. That type of reaction we called as condensation polymerization. And condensation reaction and condensation, the polymers which are produced from that process we called as condensation polymers. Okay, here I am taking one simple example. Okay, here I am taking example for addition polymers. Okay, here polyethylene is the best example for addition polymer. Polyethylene. Okay, here this is the polyethylene structure. This is the polyvinyl chloride. PVC pipes, we called as PVC pipes, polyvinyl chloride. And here polyacrylonitrile. This is the polyacrylonitrile. Polystyrene. Well, this is used in soft toys. This we called as polystyrene. These are the best example for the addition polymers. These are prepared by using addition polymerization method. Okay, these are all prepared from unsaturated molecules. And here example for condensation polymers. So many examples are there for condensation polymers. Okay, proteins are the best example for the condensation polymers. These are produced by the condensation polymer. And here proteins and here polyamides. Polyamide means nylon polymers. Okay, here polyester. Okay, here best example for ester, terling cotton. We called as Dacron. Terling cotton or Dacron. These are the best example for the condensation polymers. Okay, and here addition polymers. Addition means one polymer add into the another polymer and form the one molecule add into the another molecule and form the addition polymer. Okay, condensation polymer means here for example ANH2 is there. Okay, here A C double bond OH is there. Both lose water molecule like this and forms ANH C double bond O A. This is the polymer molecule. Here you take N, here also take N, will get the polymer molecule. That means these two involve in the reaction and lose H2O molecule. This type of polymer we called condensation polymer. Okay, here there is no byproduct. This type of polymers we called as addition polymers. Preparation of addition polymer we called as the synthesis preparation. Okay, synthesis preparation of addition polymer we called as addition polymerization. The preparation of condensation polymer we called as condensation polymerization. Okay, we'll see some important example for the condensation polymers and addition polymerization. Okay, here I wanted to discuss about the addition polymerization or preparation of addition polymers. Then I wanted to discuss condensation polymerization, condensation polymers. Okay, here first I will write the example for addition polymers. Okay, addition polymerization. Okay, example for addition polymers: polyethylene. I will give the structure in continuation. Polyvinyl chloride, polyacrylonitrile, polyacrylic acid here, polystyrene. Okay, here Teflon. Okay, here we have Teflon. Along with the Teflon, polytetrafluorophenylene polymers. Teflon polymers also called as polytetrafluoroethylene polymers. Teflon polymers we called as PTFE polymers, polytetrafluoroethylene polymers, polytetrafluorophenylene polymers. So many examples are there. Okay, here how we prepare the polyethylene. Preparation of polyethylene: take number of ethylene molecule, CH2 double bond CH2 we called as ethylene. Okay, these two involves in addition polymerization at high temperature and high pressure, forms polyethylene. This we called as polyethylene. Polyethylene, so many polyethylenes are there. High density polyethylene is there, medium density polyethylene is there. Okay, here low density polyethylene is there. It is used in various plastic products. Okay, then in continuation we'll see the polyvinyl chloride. Take number of vinyl chloride molecules. This is the vinyl chloride. Okay, it involves in addition polymerization at a high temperature and high pressure. Okay, and forms here polyvinyl chloride, PVC pipes. It is used in the preparation of PVC pipes. Okay, here I am taking polyacrylonitrile. Vinyl cyanide we called as a acrylonitrile. It is called vinyl cyanide or acrylonitrile. At high temperature, high pressure, CH2CH Cn taken n times. This we called as polyacrylonitrile. Then in continuation, I am taking polyacrylic acid. You take the acrylic acid. This is the acrylic acid. Vinyl simply we called as propionic acid. Propionic acid we called as acrylic acid. Acrylic acid involves in addition polymerization, forms polyacrylic acid. This we call as polyacrylic acid. This is a polyacrylic acid. Then in continuation we'll see the polystyrene and Teflon polymers. This is about the 4 polymers, preparation of 4 addition polymers. And in continuation we'll see the polystyrene. How we prepare the polystyrene? How we prepare the polystyrene? Polystyrene. Okay, take number of styrene molecule. Vinyl benzene we called as styrene. This is the vinyl benzene. Okay, or we called as styrene. Okay, involves in addition polymerization at high temperature and high pressure and forms polystyrene. This we called as polystyrene. This is we simply called as polystyrene. Teflon. Okay, this is used in the, already we know about this one. Okay, it is a more strengthened polymer. It never destruct. It never coagulate at low temperatures. Okay, the boiling point and melting points of these Teflon polymers is very high due to the presence of fluorine atom, highly electronegative fluorine atom. And here it is used in the manufacture of doctor's stethoscope. And here Teflon coating. We know about Teflon coating. Nowadays 2-wheeler wheels coated with the Teflon, and already we know about the Teflon. Okay, cooking material. Teflon cooking material. So many ovens, so many materials. Okay, cooking bowls are having with the Teflon coating. Okay, it is a important polymer. I am taking Teflon. Teflon is prepared from CF2 double bond CF2. This is what is the name of this one? Tetrafluoroethylene. Tetrafluoroethylene. Ethene or ethylene both are same. At high temperature, high pressure, it involves in polymerization and forms CF2 taken n times polytetrafluoroethylene. Okay, these are simply considered as a PTFE polymers or Teflon. PTFE polymers or Teflon. Then I am taking last one, PTFE polymer, polytetrafluorophenylene. Polytetrafluorophenylene. Here you take number of tetrafluorophenylene. This is the tetrafluorophenylene molecule. Tetrafluorophenylene molecule. Tetrafluorobenzene. Tetrafluorobenzene involves in polymerization at high temperature and high pressure, forms here fluorine, here fluorine, here fluorine, here fluorine, here taken n times. We'll get this type of polymer. This we called as polytetrafluorophenylene polymer. Phenylene polymer. Okay, here these both the polymers, tetrafluoroethylene, polytetrafluoroethylene, polytetrafluorophenyl polymers are more stable, thermally stable. These both are thermally stable, and that's why these are used as a anti-rust product. For example, if you keep this powder, this paste to the any iron material, that iron material never form rust on its surface. Okay, this is about the addition polymerization, the conversion of polymer into addition polymer, the conversion of monomer into addition polymer, we called as addition polymerization. Okay, the polymer which is produced by the addition reaction, addition reaction we called as addition polymerization. Then in continuation we'll see the condensation polymerization. Okay, what is the meaning of condensation? Condensation means the chemical reaction which is proceeds through by the removing of water molecule or ethyl alcohol molecule or ammonia molecule, we called as condensation reaction. Suppose for example, here I am taking different examples for the condensation polymers. Condensation polymerization. The polymers which are produced by the condensation reaction we called as condensation polymerization. And here I am taking number of monomer molecules. It includes water or ammonia or ethyl alcohol or HCl and forms polymer. Then we called as condensed polymer. Then this one we called as condensed polymer. Okay, example for condensed polymers. Okay, here nylon polymers. I will take one or two examples. Then we'll discuss. Complete discussion is there in continuation. Nylon polymer. Okay, here I am taking two examples: nylon polymer and polyester. Okay, terling cotton. I am discussing here terling cotton, we called as Dacron. Nylon polymers. Okay, here I wanted to discuss about the nylon polymers. Polyamides. Amide means C double bond O NH bond containing molecules we called as amides. C double bond O NH2 functional group containing molecules we called as amides. Okay, here polyamides are also simply we called as nylon polymers. So many nylon polymers are there. Nylon 6 polymer is there. Nylon 6 polymer is there. Nylon 6,4 polymer is there. Nylon 6,10 polymer is there. So many polymers are there. We'll see in continuation those polymers. Here I wanted to discuss about the nylon 6,4 polymer. Okay, here these amides are prepared from, especially amide means C double bond O NH2. This part will take from amine. This part will take from carboxylic acid. That means amides prepared from the reaction between carboxylic acid and ammonia or ammonia derivatives. Okay, here also nylon polymers prepared from carboxylic acid and derivatives of ammonia. Okay, derivatives of ammonia. I will prepare. Okay, here nylon 6,4 polymer. Okay, what is 6 and what is 4? We'll discuss in continuation. Okay, here I am taking adipic acid. This is the adipic acid. 6 carbon containing molecule, 6 carbon containing dicarboxylic acid we called as adipic acid. Adipic acid reacts with diamine. Okay, here tetramethylene diamine. Here I am taking tetramethylene diamine. This we called as tetramethylene diamine. Okay, heat at high temperature, that means 100 degrees centigrade temperature. What happened here? H and here OH. OH from the adipic acid, H from the amine. Lose water molecule and forms amide. CH2 taken 4 times, C double bond O, NH, CH2 taken 4 times, NH2. This contains only one amide bond, we called as monoamide of nylon 6,4, or this is monomer of nylon 6,4 polymer. What is the meaning of 6? What is the meaning of 4? Here adipic acid contains 6 carbon atoms. 1, 4 pi, 1, 6. Here amine contain 4 carbon atom. That's why we called as nylon 6,4 polymer. Okay, here we get the monomer by the reaction between adipic acid and tetramethylene diamine at 100 degrees centigrade temperature. Okay, it undergoes polymerization at high temperature and high pressure. This part of first molecule OH, second molecule NH. First molecule OH, second molecule H. Okay, loose in the form of water molecule. This is the first molecule, then second molecule COH. Okay, here first molecule OH, second molecule H, loose in the form of water and form the C double bond over here and form the nylon 6,4 polymer. C double bond O, NH, CH2 taken 4 times, NH taken n times. This is the nylon 6,4 polymer. Okay, this nylon 6,4 polymer produced by the condensation reaction, that means by the loss the water molecule, so we called as nylon 6,4 polymer is the condensation polymer. Okay, then in continuation we'll see the one more example, terylene cotton, we called as Dacron. Terylene cotton prepared from terephthalic acid and ethylene glycol. Terylene cotton prepared from the terephthalic acid. What is terephthalic acid? Terephthalic acid, here COOH. This is we called as terephthalic acid. Terephthalic acid. Here I am writing terylene cotton. Terephthalic acid reacts with ethylene glycol. This is the ethylene glycol. Okay, heat at 100 degrees centigrade temperature. What happened? Here from OH, here from H. Lose water molecule and forms here I am writing. Okay, here C double bond O, CH2 OH, and here C double bond OH. It contains only one ester functional group. So this we called as monoester. this we called as monoester. Okay, here this is the monomer of terylene cotton. This is the monomer of terylene cotton. Monomer of terylene cotton. It involves in polymerization at high temperature, high pressure. It involves in polymerization at high temperature and high pressure. Okay, here it loses OH and here it loses H. One molecule, one monomer of OH, other monomer of H lose in the form of H2O and involves in condensation and forms dacron. And forms dacron or polymer of okay, here polymer of terylene cotton. Okay, here we called as terylene cotton polymer or dacron. This is the preparation of two important condensation polymers. One is terylene cotton polymer and other we discussed that one nylon polymers. This is about the today's discussion. We will see in continuation some more discussion of polymers. Thank you.